title of our project is Automated Greenhouse Monitoring and Control System. So we prefer greenhouse effect for plants for warmth and humidity that we want to promote the plant growth. Then we also want ambient light, which is required for photosynthesis, ambient temperature that protects the plants from extreme weather conditions, and we also want to make sure that there is sufficient moisture in the soil. So there are basically three sensors that we are using. The first one is soil moisture sensor that tells us how much water is present in the soil. Then this is DHT11 sensor that tells us temperature and humidity, what is present in the environment. Then there is another sensor which is LDR sensor that helps us detect what is the light intensity. Then we have five loads that are connected here. Pump, incandescent lamp, which is a 100-watt lamp, then fan, humidifier and LEDs. All act as output to the circuit and are controlled using Arduino.
This is how we have seen simulating the circuit components that we have used. Here we have used LCD for the display, but in practice we'll be using LabVIEW. So you can see temperature, humidity, moisture and light intensity levels. Also for the different controls, we tried interfacing the same circuit for bulb, motor, that is for fan, and light LEDs. So this is how we are serially interfacing Arduino with LabVIEW to see the control measurements. So we are reading via the VISA port and then it's calculated via the baud rate, well seeing the byte count, and after which it's reading the values and showing it to the read buffer here.
So this is the Arduino Uno that we are using. This is our main controller, and we have 4 sensors that is placed in multiple places inside the greenhouse. We have 5 controls which are controlled using these 5 relays. We have 2 2-channel relays and 1 1-channel relay. We have 2 AC appliances, that is a heater and a humidifier that is controlled by this relay. This relay on the left controls the AC circuit and the remaining 3 relays control the DC control circuits. This is the water tank from which water will be pumped onto the system based on the moisture. Now let's see what's inside the greenhouse. Now let's see the working of the greenhouse setup. From the LabVIEW interface we can see that the current temperature is 31 degrees Celsius, that is above the required temperature. So that is why the fan is on. It will be difficult to see in the video, but if we just put our hand here we can see the exhaust air going out. For low temperature situation, the heater should turn on if the temperature is below 17 degrees. Since the ambient temperature is way above it and we cannot simulate it in any other way, we have just increased the threshold of heater turning on. We have created another input in the Arduino, which when we ground it, the threshold will be a higher value. So currently the threshold for heater turning on is 35 degrees Celsius, just to simulate. So that is why we are seeing the bulb which acts as a heater is on. Now let's go back to the normal working method. Okay, now the threshold is back to 17 again, that's why the heater is off. The current humidity value as per the LabVIEW interface is around 40%, that is below the required value. So that is why we have a humidifier here, which you can see in white. So this is currently giving out fumes so that the humidity in the chamber can be increased. Also for light intensity, this is the ambient light monitoring. So currently the light is good enough, that is why the LED lights present in the other corner is off. Now when I cover this LED light, we can see that the relay has switched and the LED light is on. If I remove my hand, it again goes back to off condition. Okay, now moving on to the moisture sensor. Currently the moisture sensor is placed in a wet soil, that is why the pump is off. So you can see the pump inlet here. So this is a dry soil. So as and when I change this moisture sensor to the dry soil, we can see the pump is on. You can see now that the pump is on. When I keep it back to wet soil, the pump is off. So now we can see that our all the 4 sensors and all the 5 controls are working properly, and we can do a comprehensive control of the entire greenhouse environment.